She was the most beautiful woman in Ireland. Men would travel the lengths of the island just to catch a glimpse of her. Many tried to court her, but she was already in love. Her and her beau had already secretly planned a wedding and even children. There was only one problem. He was a peasant, and her father didn't approve. When he found out about their secret love, he was furious. His daughter was the most courted girl in all of Ireland, and this peasant was going to ruin everything. So he came up with a treacherous plan. He reached out to the chieftain, an older man who was known to be violent and cruel, and he asked what he'd be willing to pay for his daughter. The rich and powerful chieftain offered the greedy father lands and riches for his daughter's hand in marriage, and the father hastily agreed. Despite his daughter's pleas and the appeals from the peasant boy, her father wouldn't budge. So the beautiful woman was married off to the chieftain in a quick ceremony, and things quickly became worse than she ever imagined. The chieftain treated her like a possession and locked her away in the tower, only visiting her to feed his lustful desires. It pleased him to keep such a beauty hidden away to himself. This poor girl began to wither away, slowly losing her will to live. At first she thought her father would save her, but his lands and riches had completely blinded him, and he had put her out of his mind long ago. Then she thought of her lover, thinking he might rescue her from the tower, but as the days turned to weeks and the weeks turned to months and the months turned to years, it was clear no one was coming to save her. And so she refused to eat or drink until she died. Her funeral was just as unceremonious as the wedding, and life seemed to move on without the once sought after beauty. But one person did visit her grave. Her old lover would come every day and place flowers by her grave, praying she would come back to him, until one day he stopped. It was the 1-year anniversary of her death, and on this day, the power of her rage and the burning desire for vengeance took hold, as she burst from her grave.